Okay, we're in round 2. This is a very keepable hand. We're going to go for that turn 2 Bitter Blossom play again, see if that's any good for us. Playing against another ramp deck? No? Maybe? Possibly? I mean, I guess I could also find Jace, Mind Sculptor, but I actually like... we're going to see if Bitter Blossom's good, alright? I need to know. Blue-green ramp. Ooh, could be the old time lock combo, huh? Well, now I guess if he has time vault, we just lose, so I guess I just figured that. Alright, so I can tutor for Mind Sculptor now. That's not bad. But maybe we tutor for the Bitter Blossom, then we play that next turn. Could also wait, but I kind of want the Bitter Blossom. The only reason I got rid of the follower is because it's a ramp, as well as if he had time vault there, next turn I just would have lost. So let's tutor. I'm gonna find my Bitter Blossom. Remember, Bitter Blossom's only good early. Not a good late game card. And then I presume the Vampiric Tutor is gonna find the Mind Sculptor at some point soon. So let's just Bitter Blossom first. Uh-oh. Alright, well, I can upkeep Vampiric Tutor. The problem is... He can get a Signet up. Ooh. Is it hand? It's just... Okay, well, thank God then. Because we drew a spell that would have been awful. For him to take. All right, I think we just Shackles here. No, we're still behind on Bitter Blossom. The reason that we Shackles now is so I can steal it next turn. If I don't Shackles now, I can't steal it for 2 more turns. So we're just going to Shackles, see if he's got the out to our Shackles. Make him have it. So he's going to get a hit. He's going to be able to steal a Signet, but I believe that is the only artifact we have left in our deck. In fact, why don't we find out? Probably should have looked at this first. Dimir Signet. That's it. Okay. Not that bad. Next turn, we can use Shackles as well as play Bitter Blossom, which is kind of nice. So he's going to steal our Signet. And he could just play it. He only gets 1 turn to play it. We don't have any swords to steal, so I guess that's pretty nice for us. If he's got Time Vault, it'd be nice to take, but I guess I don't have any ways to untap it in retrospect. Oh, Metamorph, that's another one. That's right. Okay. So we can play Metamorph to copy our Shackles. Oh, I see. But that's actually okay, because now I can... This is actually okay, because I can bounce his Shack. I can actually bounce my Metamorph to get it back. So I think we're just going to stick to the game plan. We're going to steal this. We're going to play Bitter Blossom. Although I could tutor for Jace now too, which is nice. But let's get the Bitter Blossom out there. I want it. I want it. Forgot about my own Metamorph though. So he basically has to use Shackles to steal back his Thada Adele. And then I can Venser bounce my Metamorph, untap my Shackles. Nissa Worldwaker. All right. They don't have Trample, do they? Oh, they do have Trample. All right. Well, still okay. So I could upkeep. Okay. I can upkeep Vampiric. Well, Could upkeep Vampiric Tutor. Question is, do I want to? Get a Fairy Rogue. I can bounce the... Draw for turn. Ooh. Old Man of the Sea's not bad. I feel as though we have to Venser bounce my shackles. I guess alternatively I should have actually left this tapped. The reason being, if I bounce then, I would have gotten it back, I believe. So I didn't think about that long enough to realize that was the correct line. I can also Vampiric Tutor for Caracas, which I should have done during upkeep. Because then I could have played it and I can actually bounce his Thada Adele and my Venser at will, which is good. I think regardless, I'm going to have to play Vampiric Tutor at some point. All right, I guess we just pass the turn. Um, hmm. All right. All right. Now I could also Venser bounce the 4/4 Forest to prevent damage, but it's still going to be card draw. If I steal Edric, he can respond by stealing Edric back, which is also a problem. I think I just... All right, let's drop the Venser. So I think we bounce my Metamorph, get it back to my hand. I think we just have to take 6. This has trample, so... I don't know if I can afford to play Vampiric Tutor anymore because of the Bitter Blossom. I'm not sure Jace can get us out of this situation either. Gets to draw 2 cards there, which is pretty insane. No doubt. Pretty insane. We're at 11. Got our Signet. Okay, so let's get another rogue dude. Draw, we got a land. I forgot to use Tutor, but I don't think I can really afford to anymore, to be honest. So what do we want to do? I think we want to Shackles Edric. Although we can just steal his forest now too, which is pretty insane. But I do want to take his Edric, so let's take that. I guess we kind of want to draw some cards too. I can also just play Old Man of the Sea. I can play... Let's draw some cards, I guess. See what 2 more cards gets us. Force Spike, you know, honestly, not the worst. So I could Jace, draw, plus leave up Force Spike. I could Metamorph, copy a 4/4 creature with Trample. I think that works, right? I hope so. Yeah, and then I can block that. He gets in for 2 again, but not sure if that matters. Could also just do Old Man of the Sea to steal his Thought Adele the following turn. And then leave up Force Spike. Alright. I think we're going to go with that one. We can actually double block his forest with an Edric and an Old Man, too. Still taking quite a bit of damage, admittedly. Force Spike, please. I so desperately want a Force Spike here. You have no idea. Can he still tap this for land? I guess he can, can't he? But preventing him from attacking with that still seems super valuable. All right, Treachery. What does Treachery let me do? Treachery would let me... What can I do? I can Force Spike Treachery, but then, God, he gets to untap. Well, making him tap his forest seems pretty important, so let's Force Spike it. Makes him tap this, so he can't attack us for 4, which kind of need him to not do right now. I wish it wasn't still a land. I'm trying to think if Vampiric Tutor can find anything. Cryptic? Cryptic seems like it'd be good. So he did tap it. That's actually good. We just need him to not get in for 4 here. He does get to untap lands, which is so filthy. God, Treachery's such a dumb spell. Yeah, it actually does nothing. It does absolutely nothing. He just gets to make another dude. Force Spike did nothing. So filthy. So now he just makes it force that, beats in for 10, forces me to do a bad block. I take way too much damage. Probably get killed by my own Bitter Blossom, which is rapidly becoming a card I'm not liking in Cube. Now I'm starting to understand why no one ever plays Bitter Blossom in Cube. It's just not playing well for us at all. Yeah, can't do anything about that. He gets just another 4/4 dude. You can tap down our dudes, get in for lethal. So filthy. So filthy. All right. That sucks. Let's try game 2 here. That was horrible. All right. Let's do better. So how do we do better? We do better by what? Not playing Bitter Blossom because it's horrible? Maybe. He got the money of that stupid Thada Adele, which when I played it, I didn't get to do anything sweet with it. Brain Maggot seems amazing once again. Maybe I just ditch the Bitter Blossom. I was pretty unimpressed. Again. It is good with the Abyss, I guess. It's so horrible against Nissa. It's so awful against Nissa. Does nothing against those tramplers. Glenolindra still counters Nissa, so it seems right. Shackles and Old Man still steal everything. Let's ditch the Bitter Blossom. I'm done with it. Try this out. We'll play first. Yeah, this seems good. This way we can do a turn 2 Maggot if we want. See what we're contending with. Usually blue-green does not have much for removal. Grave Titan would be good. Let's just Maggot now. I want to see what I have to get rid of. Harmonize, Augur, Thirst for Knowledge. So probably the Thirst for Knowledge. I guess he doesn't have an artifact card currently. So I could just get rid of the Harmonize, but he can play Thirst next turn, so it makes more sense to get rid of Thirst. Make him play the Augur, I guess. I should probably write this stuff down. Take care of the Thirst and pass. Metamorph can copy my Signet in a pinch. So is he just going to play Augur? Do I mind making this trade? This is actually a reasonable question. It gets rid of his ramp, gets rid of a second green source. He only has 2 islands in hand. He'd get back his Thirst for Knowledge, but I kind of want him off a ramp creature. I guess if I trade, then he plays Augur, potentially draws into another spell. He can play Harmonize next turn, so I'm just going to trade here. Because he plays Harmonize next turn, I'm going to make the trade. All right, well, land's good. So now we can Signet plus Demonic Tutor to find a guaranteed land drop. Demonic Tutoring for a land is always sad. Let's just Bone Shredder then. Now, maybe you're wondering why I'm Bone Shreddering. Well, because he doesn't have a second green source. So taking care of mana ramp that lets him harmonize seems good. He can thirst for knowledge now, though. But if he doesn't have an artifact, he has to discard. I could also pay the Echo for the Bone Shredder for future Metamorph usage. But I'm not sure if I need to. I may end up tutoring for a land if I don't find it. He ended up discarding 2 cards, which is good news for us. Means he did not find an artifact. I'm not going to pay the Echo. Although I guess I could. For Metamorph usage? No, it's alright. I really want to hit my land drop here. So we're going to Signet. Use Signet. To tutor for a land, which is pretty sad, but surprisingly necessary. I mean, I could find Jace, I guess. I can play him now. And then Brainstorm. Yeah, it's probably better. Let's just do Jace. I don't get to hit my land drop here, but it seems good. Alright. Getting some more land draws. Let's just Jace, Brainstorm, hit our land drop. Actually, now I can... Yeah, now I Glen Elendra, because now he can't. The reason I'm doing that instead of Jace is I can keep him off Garruk, Primal Hunter, and Nissa, which is just crazy good. So let's do that. He could play like an Acidic Slime to nuke our land, but still fine. Keeping him off Jace. Or keeping him off Garruk, rather, and Nissa, like I say. So it seems worthwhile to me. I'm also 1 resource from Grave Titan, which is also good. Thrun is fine. If we can resolve a Grave Titan especially. Yeah. So now I just play Caracas. If I play Grave Titan, then I can't... If I play Grave Titan, I can't counter the Garruk. So maybe I have to wait for 1 more land, which means why don't we Metamorph... Okay. I think I Metamorph copy my Signet. The next turn I can Grave Titan plus leave up this. Yeah. I like it. As much as I want to Metamorph my Grave Titan... I can't do Jace for... Well, I could actually Jace Fate Seal, and then he can't kill it with Thrun. That's actually pretty good, too. And then potentially Grave Titan the following turn. I kind of like the Metamorph plan. Mostly because I get to leave up... I get to play Grave Titan and leave up Counterspell the following turn. I can copy Thrun too, but I'm going to copy the Signet. Seems better to me. Whether or not it's right or wrong, we'll find out. But I can keep him off of Garruk that we know he's got. I can keep him off of... I guess that's all the knowledge we have. But I'm keeping him off Garruk, which seems important since he could draw 4 cards theoretically with it. Once I get a Grave Titan down, I feel more comfortable playing Jace as well. Well, it's a bummer, but it's going to happen. Can't counter non-creatures. Or non... Can't counter creatures. I've taken a lot of time, too. Because I'm a slow control player. Alright, let's drop the Grave Titan. You have to do the stupid signet work. So that's 2, 3, Grave Titan, 1, 2, 3. We can counter his counter spell if it comes to that. Get in with Glenalindra since we need to deal some damage here. Pass the turn. Not good. Beast within my Grave Titan, so I don't want to counter that. I mean, I don't like it, but... Well, what... Okay, so let me think about this. If I counter that, he gets to resolve Primal Hunter, draw 4 cards. Or I could just let him get the Grave Titan, but then he gets to keep getting in with Thrun, which I also don't like. I have to look... I hate that I'm low on time. Absolutely despise that I'm low on time. Counter Beast Within, he gets to draw 4 cards or get a dude. Don't counter Beast Within, I get my Grave Titan, though, which gets to keep swinging in. Alright, I'm going to counter it. I kind of feel like I'm in a rush to win. I'm not in a rush to win, but I'm going to let him resolve Garruk, because basically I can attack Garruk, I think, and kill it at some point. So I'd rather keep my Grave Titan, which also keeps him off attacking. If I didn't do that, he'd be able to get in with Thrun, and I'd have to do some chump blocking. So he's going to get to resolve his Garruk. He probably gets to draw cards. He probably gets to draw 4. He just wants to do a Beast instead. Okay. So at least I can attack into Garruk, I think. Yes, because I can play... Yeah, okay. The Abyss is actually going to be really good here. All right, so I think what we do is play Jace. Stupid Cygnet's wasting my time. So we play Jace. Bounce Beast. We Caracas, Edric. Swing all at Garruk. This one actually swings at Suffering. This one, Garruk. Get some more dudes that defend our Jace. Garrick's going to die. We have Glenalindra up. And we pass. So we have Counterspell for irrelevant stuff. We can block Thrun. We can... Grave Titan's doing some work, thankfully. Compulsive. We let our opponents... We're going to let them draw cards. I'm not going to counter that with Glenalindra. I'd rather counter the meaningful spell that takes care of our threat. I mean, granted, there's a lot of good green creatures that can kill this. Like, I don't know, something. Acidic Slime, I don't know. Thragtusk, I think I'm okay with that. He can't regen Thrun now either, which is nice. And I can... Convincer bounce, but then that doesn't quite do anything. I think we just drop Abyss. I'm going to Fate Seal. I'm going to get Jace up. We're on a defensive plan now. Jeez. Yeah, I'm actually going to put that on the bottom. Even though I have the counter spell for it, I'm going to put it on the bottom anyway. I'm going to swing with my Glenolindra. We're going to play the Abyss. Come on. And pass the turn. So he does get a beast. We're just on the Fate Seal plan, I think. Thought Adele. It's not a big deal. I've got Caracas. Have to make quick decisions. Caracas, bounce this. Untap. Abyss. We sack a Zom. And by sack, I mean destroy. Draw for turn. Opheomancer gives us infinite. Let's Fate Seal opponent. Treachery, put it on the bottom, yes. We play Opheomancer. We get in with Glenolindra. And pass. Deranged Hermit. He can play it regardless, so I guess that's gonna work. Thought of Adele. Bounce that, untap. Abyss. Snake. Draw for turn. Play land. Fate Seal. Don't put that on the bottom. Attack with Glenolindra. Wish this didn't take so long. And pass turn. Opheomancer in the Abyss. Thought of Adele. Can actually play Venser. Bounce Beast. Abyss. Sack the Snake. Okay. Draw for turn. Cryptic Command. Jace Bounce. Or Jace Fate Seal. Put this card on the bottom. Yes. Swing with Glenolindra. I think I likely have lethal next turn with the Cryptic, but I think let's just stick with the 15. I'm actually one short of lethal with the cryptic. Unfortunately. Thought Adele. Bounce that. Could have bounced my own Venser, but doesn't matter. Sack the snake. Okay. Do that. Look at the top. Get that. Don't put it on the bottom. Attack with this. Pass. If I exile their library, still get some draw steps, sadly. I think we're just going to cryptic now. We're going to go for that because that seems like the best way to win. I do have to sack, though. Do I still have lethal? 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Yeah, I do. Sacking my snake. Oh, he has the treetop village. I didn't realize that. Well, guess I can't do anything about that. All right. Well, in that case, I guess we're just getting in with these two because I forgot about the treetop village, sadly. Jace. Guess I Fate Seal again. Can wait one more turn, I guess. Yes. God, I hate that I'm taking all this time. There's just no way I can beat him in game 3. It sucks because, it just sucks because, like, I controlled him. I did my job. I'm just too slow to play these strategies. It sucks. That's the sad part. Why am I such a slow player? I don't know. It's probably all the narration. I'm sure that plays a role. So desperately just want to kill him. Just no possible way to beat him. It's taken me so long to do all this. And I've basically just been doing it on autopilot too, which also sucks. Like, I clearly have not made the optimal decisions. I've just been in such a rush that it still took me all of like 5 minutes to do it. It just took forever. So that sucked, but I don't know. It sucked. I don't know what to say. It did suck. I wish I felt confident about beating my opponent in 3 minutes. I just don't. It's probably better to just play Chrome Mox at this point. Start ramping stuff out. Cut a blue source maybe. All right, let's try it again. One laner with a signet on the draw. Uh, Whatever. I'll keep. I don't care. F6, F6. Actually, I guess I can't. F6 because of disfigure. Can't even save myself time. All right. I don't want to wait because I want to play Signet. So I could have waited to let him level up, but I've already waited long enough. Damn it. I love how the Signet is probably costing me. How much time did I waste just on Signet BS? That's what I'm curious about. All right. So get in with Glenolindra. Brain Maggot. Not writing anything down, by the way. No blue sources from our opponent. I'll just take a Nissa, I guess. Pass. This guy, get in for 3. I want to play Shriekmaw, but it doesn't work. All right. Just got to rush here, sadly. Black Lotus. Very nice. So could get Thada Adele down, but then I'll just Shriekmaw it. I think I've got a Factor Fiction and take whatever pile's got the land in it. All right. Factor Fiction. Not even messing with the Mirror Signet. See how he splits it. I just take whatever one's got lands. It doesn't matter. If he does 3 lands repeal, I'll still take it so I can cast the Shriekmaw and still leave up Glenolindra. It's probably just whatever hand has more lands, is my guess. Doing this one. Ending turn, draw. Play a land, tap Signet, use this. Play Shriekmaw, cast. Then do that. Play Shriekmaw, kill Thada Adele, get in for 3, pass. Wish I could have 6. Oh, I wish I could do something about that too. Cannot. All right. Play a land, get in with these 2. Image. Copy my Shriekmaw. Shriekmaw this. Pass turn. F6 now. Pass turn. My heart's pounding so fast. F6. Untap. Go to combat. Oh! Oh my God. My heart was racing so fast, guys. Oh my God. All right. I'll see you in round 3.